Hey folks, about Gee Whiz, it's been nearly 2 years ago, maybe a year and 9 months ago, that I did a review of the Oscar Schmidt OE20. I would never have guessed it'd been watched as many times as it has. Of course, it gets a lot of attention because it's like a gold top looking Les Paul type guitar for under $200. And yes, I've seen it recently for like $189 on some websites. So I guess I drew a lot of attention because of the fact that it's so cheap and because it sounds really good and it's a great quality instrument. So I thought I'd do a follow-up on it. And because the last time I played this guitar, I played it through a little Fender Mustang 1. And so now I've got a VOX VT40X and a VT20X. I love both of them. So I thought I'd let you hear what it sounds like with through a tube amp. So here it is kind of clean. I thought I would just play through some sounds here. And then I'll talk about what I think about it nearly 2 years after and after playing for a whole lot. First, I will say this: I've never changed the strings on this guitar. I'm ashamed to say these are the original strings that came with it, so they are a little bit dead. I should have changed it. I've been meaning to get this, put new tuners on this guitar. I'll talk about that later. Let's just listen to it, even with the old strings on it, through a tube amp. So here we got. Let's do some clean sounds. So I'm doing this on the bridge pickup. Let's do it on the neck. Well, let's do it in between first. Let's do a little bit of playing. And then I really do like the front pickup or the neck pickup on the I'm playing through like a Fender Bassman sort of, or actually playing through a Fender type sound emulation on the VOX amp. Let me take it up to something like here's a tweed type sound. Take it on up scale here. I think I'm into like a VOX AC30 type sound here. It's taking on up. This is like sort of like one of the boutique type amps, I guess like a Bogner or something. much love that. Here it is in the treble position. Sweet. Let's take it on up some. This is like a, trying to see what I've got here. This may be another VOX AC30 type sound, a little more crunchier one. This would be more, I think, your Marshall sound here. Trying to show you kind of how it plays up and down the neck and how it sounds in different registries there. It's a different kind of Marshall. Enough kind of insane jamming. Just wanted you to hear what it sounds like really through a nice tube amp. And just know it's a very articulate, easy to play guitar. You can get a lot of Les Paul type sounds out of it. Has my opinion of it changed in 2 years? Yeah, it's gotten better. I just like it a lot. You know, does it have all the fit and finish of all the new like Les Paul Studios that are $700 or $800? No, it does not. Does it have most of the sound? Yeah, I'd say it does. It's got really quite great sound if you just want that classic sort of Gibson sort of tone. It is mahogany body. I put some more details. A lot of people have asked questions about it, so I've tried to put that it has a C-type neck. Actually, I've not changed the strings on it. The tuners, I still want to change the tuners really even though they hold in good. They stay in tune pretty darn well. Uh, I just want something that feels a little more substantial. The tuners just feel a little cheap, but I gotta say they function just fine. So it's probably just my preference that I want that, and I'll end up changing the strings a lot more if I have some nice locking tuners on it. So I'm gonna put some locking tuners, 3 each side pretty soon. The finish is held up. I've not been out and played it at a gig yet. I've sort of been saving it, but I probably play it at least every couple of weeks. I've probably played it, gee whiz, 200 times since then. I'm still happy with the frets. I'm happy with the sound. I play a lot of other guitars too. I'm probably more of a Fender man than I am a Gibson man, but I just, for blues and for really jamming and for definitely when I want to crank it up loud, this guitar still satisfies me a whole lot. I've found no flaw in the workmanship at all. So here it is, yeah, not quite 2 years later, still pretty darn happy with this little guitar, especially for 100 and so I paid $200 for it, 199 or something like that. 205. I can't. It was something in like just barely at $200 range. And look in the other video and you can see I can't even remember now what I paid, but I have seen it down to like $185, which I think is an insane price for a guitar of this quality. And it's lightweight. It's lighter than my other Gibson guitars. I am going to go out and play some with it probably soon. The thing is, I haven't really taken it out. I've been taking my other cheap guitars out because I didn't want this one messed up. It just looks so pretty. So yeah, totally enjoying it. I've not found a thing bad about it. I've not made any real adjustments to it other than a little bit of string height, a little bit of work back here in the back. That's about all I can say. It sounds even better through a tube-driven amp. If you can afford like a VOX VT20X at the very least, it's like another $169 amp or something. I think I bought my 40-watt amp for about $249. So I got the VT40X. This sounds great with a VOX VT40X. I don't know if you've read about them yet, but I highly recommend that amp as a combo to go along with this. Particularly if you're a beginner, you could probably play with just about any band starting out with this kind of setup. I went out and did play one gig using this amp different, I used a Stratocaster type guitar, and I used the 20-watt version, and it held its own really well. I went and got the 40 because I wanted to have just a little more headroom with the jam. So I hope you enjoyed just a little bit of a demo of what this guitar can do. It really does sound nice. And since you're starting to get some tube valve type amps that are in a very reasonable range now, I don't see any reason why you couldn't just start out and sound like a pro with a guitar and an amp just like this. You could go honestly on a budget of $400 and you could really sound great for both the guitar and the amp. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like. Tell me what you think. If you're an owner of the OE20, chime in and tell us what you think, pro or con. You might have had a different experience than me. Maybe I just got a really sweet one. I don't know. But I've been real happy with this one. Again, subscribe to the channel if you like.